Over the last 25 years, I've had the privilege of interviewing and highlighting some truly interesting people. Everyone who is anyone, both the famous and the infamous. From presidents and their first ladies to kings and queens, movie stars and pop stars, captains of industry, heads of state, sports personalities, innovative entrepreneurs, and some pretty fascinating everyday people. Today, I am proud to introduce you to Kiyoshi Hamada. Mr. Hamada is an electronics company executive with Toshiba America who actually introduced, developed, and updated the company's computer systems, contributing to Toshiba's America's expansion into 5 subsidiaries. Mr. Hamada, I shared with you earlier how happy I am to meet you, and I'm looking forward to our conversation. What first interested you in the world of electronics?
When I was studying in Keio University in Japan, I focused on some of the subject, but particularly I came to the idea of the capital investment based on the cost control and the product management, and challenging the traditional accounting method and the more effective and productive way. So I wanted to extend my work in the company that wherever I can be. So during the studying, the Toshiba's name came up because they are the most leading mass-producing manufacturing company in the electric and electronic industry in Japan. So I focused to take a job to Toshiba. And I was successfully assigned to production management department in the electronic manufacturing division. So I was happy with it, but my intention wasn't coming exactly the same way I wanted, because the assignment came to me was totally unrelated to the production management. There are many ways, as you may see in my resume, that I was assigned, and finally started to be assigned to export division, and then turned out to be being sent to the first official U.S. Office of Toshiba in New York City. And just the two of us, manager of the office and myself, were sent to New York City. I didn't have any knowledge of United States, actually. I didn't know that Manhattan was an island between the two rivers. But anyway, we have to struggle to start to establish, and then as a liaison, I visited many Toshiba's clients in the United States, and also did all kind of work. Then 3.5 years, I was the finishing of my assignment, and went back to Japan to have another assignment in Toshiba Corporation. A month later, I decided to leave Toshiba and came back to United States alone, with the two reasons. Working in New York, there are many executives who visited to go to Toshiba's clients and some other reasons. But there, the management style and also the kind of that work that they are leading a company was the wrong way. As you may know, the Toshiba is the most superior engineering company, and they produce many new products, and always they are considered as that kind of pioneering company. And yet we lost all competitions because that we are not taking advantage of being manufacturer. Being a manufacturer, we are supposed to design and engineering new, producing new products to marketing. But our management was so much interested in the scope of business, so ended up in price competition instead of taking advantage of being the leader in the market.
Mr. Hamada, I'm just sitting here thinking, you actually came to New York the year that I was born. So we're looking at 59 years ago.
Okay.
And the bulk of that time you spent your career with Toshiba. How many years actually were you with Toshiba?
Uh, 57 to 1998 minus 2.5 years.
That is unbelievable. I mean, again, you spent the bulk of your career with Toshiba, rising to the top of the corporate ladder. And, since careers like that are really not that common anymore, what was your experience like living that kind of longevity with a company that, by your own admission, there were issues in the beginning?
Well, one of the things is that I was pioneering of establishing the Toshiba America, and also my dedication to a computer system, and that's one thing that is really focused in the working in Toshiba. And I didn't want to pay so much attention, more likely involvement to the other part of the management. Of course, I participated in executive meetings or sales meetings, but just to know the knowledge, and then I have expressed a certain my opinion, but I try to limit myself into the computer system management. Because of my experience in Japan, and then after started to work in Toshiba America again, I know that that's the only way I can choose my life instead of given life.
And as I listened to you talk about there had to just be some massive challenges that you faced in your career when you were expanding Toshiba into the United States. How did you overcome those challenges, sir?
Because the company grows so quickly, we have to actually replace hardware, software practically every 2 years to get a better or capable computer system. And also, as you may know, the Toshiba America decided, actually the Toshiba Corporation decided to split to 5 subsidiary companies because that the size of the business started to be so much to handle by one company. And 4 of the subsidiaries moved to California to operate by their own, you may call, the headquarters, representing individual manufacturing division in Japan. And one subsidiary remained in East Coast, which is called Toshiba America Consumer Products in Wayne, New Jersey. And this company happened to be the original Toshiba America, and also at that time, that was the biggest business operation. And I decided to stay with Toshiba America Consumer Products. So after that one, of course, I coordinated with all other 4 companies to make sure the computer system is talking each other, because we also have to access to Toshiba corporations. So not only just having networks, but also computer system itself cannot be something foreign. Mm-hmm. So we lined up in the same kind of thing, including some other manufacturing plant in Tennessee or Mexico or some other places. So all of those things are coordinated, but then the expansion makes quite challenging every time when we do work on that one.
It makes complete sense. And in reading through your biography, I mean, it really shows that you didn't necessarily choose the electronics industry, but really became involved with it through a series of circumstances. So, Mr. Hamada, how have you managed to, as we say in America, roll with the punches and turn that into a successful career?
I didn't have any, I should say, the negative thinking of to a new product. So, and also the computer system is not really the kind of sales activities. So we worked not only that internal way, but also the connecting to a computer system with clients, like a Sears Roebuck or some other organizations to handle data exchange. And all that kind of things that just keeping me busy. So the size of the expansion of work may be challenging, but it is not the kind of situation I have a problem for handling it.
And now that you are retired, have you found other outlets for your administrative skills?
While I was working, I realized that being a historical society in the county, we didn't have the total historic site map of a county. So I proposed that why don't we have the countywide historic sites map? They agreed, but they didn't want to join to work with me. So I ended up working alone and then researching and asking questions to everybody. And finally, I made up on that. This is 24 municipalities consist of the Sussex County. Mm-hmm. So each municipality had a historical description. Mm-hmm. So I individually they gave this description and also nature of this town. So all of them listed up in the back of the map. So that is the kind of way. So I actually checked with all local historians at the end of my work to make sure that they are correct, and then some of them are corrected. Then I took to the printing company who is capable of doing CAD. So then I asked them to do the CAD with the label I provided in the CD. They have to use exactly, because some of those expressions are not grammatically correct in name, but still that is a name, so they have to use it.
Yes, that's history. I got it completely.
Right, so all is done. And I keep that in the historical society, and also we gave away to some people. I was, because it's the first of its kind, I decided to register to Library of Congress. And then that I got the registered number on that map.
Fantastic. And I understand, Mr. Hamada, you also wrote a book.
Yes, that is it's called KH in 7 decades. It is about from my birth to retirement. And all of things that I talked about here are described in the book. And it's a kind of book that I distributed to most of my friends. And I didn't get any objection from those people.
And Mr. Hamada, this as we come to a conclusion today, I just want to know, what is the one thing you would like the viewer of this video feature to walk away with today, sir?
If you are assigned to do job, of course, do your best. But also, if you get some idea, not necessarily directly relating to your assignment, but some idea coming up, don't hesitate to approach to the management, as long as it's beneficial to the company. And don't worry about being stolen or idea was stolen or something misused, because you are the originator of the idea. So if the people copy it, you are still maybe in advancing ahead of their work. So that you should do that. And second one is the anything that we do more the utmost, so you don't have to worry about competition with colleagues. Do everything or whatever you think necessary, and someone always observing you what you're doing.
And those are two very good pieces of information for people to apply to their own careers. Mr. Hamada, thank you so very much for your time today. It's been lovely to get to know you and to learn all about your very fascinating career. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day too.